Well, I never thought I'd be showing you how a construction worker packs for a job site, but here we are. So this video is showing you my little small capsule wardrobe for work, but it's also showing you what I pack with me in order to be able to work on a actual large-scale construction site. And I was brought in by a friend of mine, and I'm part of a team of 3 who had this great privilege of working in the historic USDA building downtown.
So when you're on a job site like this, you're required to wear proper footwear. You're required to wear a hard hat, a high-vis vest. And so things that are helping me do my job better while I'm here is definitely my clip. It also acts as a hook and a hanger. It's been really great for holding on to an extra roll of tape when I need it. I also have a hero clip that I'm using for multiple things so that I can attach other buckets to the bag that I'm carrying. I also have a bag downstairs that has wheels on it. Also in my pockets, I have an extra pair of gloves because I'm always wearing gloves when I'm working. But then I also have just a little tiny, almost change purse size zipper pocket. And in here I have some lip stuff. I have a mask because like an N95 mask because they've been cutting holes in walls and all kinds of stuff, and you just never really know what's going to happen on whatever floor that you're in. Then I also have disinfectant hand wipes because we're having to use porta potties downstairs, so it is what it is, and as well as some feminine hygiene and bathroom wipes individually wrapped. And that's really because I don't know if you've ever been in a porta potty, but there's really not a whole lot of anything. Now we're really lucky on this job because there is a porta potty that's designated for women, so it's not as bad. You know, you have to do what you have to do, but you want to do it in a clean manner, in a hygienic way. So this is what I have on my person, as well as my handy dandy hard hat. And now I'm going to get back to work. This is not my usual video, but I want to talk to you about the recent trip that I've taken to DC to work on a restoration project for a federal property, and the building is over 100 years old. So if you haven't been here before, my name is Natalie. I'm a decorative and restoration artist and turned travel vlogger. That's why I'm making this video, to kind of share a little bit of insight into my life and into what I do for a living and kind of how really this travel channel took place. It's because of my travels and my work that I'm constantly traveling and I'm constantly on the move, and I can't take everything with me because I physically can't carry it. And so this channel really evolved because I wanted to know more about how to pack with less but still feel like I wasn't suffering by not having anything that was a normal comfort item with me. And I really feel like at this point I do have this down to a science, because now I'm able to travel anywhere with anyone and pretty much do anything as long as I know what the parameters are. You know, I can take a 1-bag travel if I have to, but I could also travel with 3 bags in this case, but bring literally everything but the kitchen sink with me in such a way that I can still carry it and manage it myself, and all the bags that I'm taking with me every day. So I am a construction worker this week, and I want to talk to you about the bags that I brought with me for my trip. And I'd also like to share with you my capsule wardrobe that I have with me for my work clothes. You may find that interesting and kind of understand my process with that as well. Now, this little sling bag from Travel-On has been really, really helpful. I would have not been able to do this trip and my work days without it. Now, you may be familiar with Travel-On products. They do have a reinforced cable in their bags, and also a slash-proof feature, which is really nice, especially since I've been riding the metro in DC. And then I have this bag, which is from 31. It's from 100 years ago, and I'll go through that with you. And then my colleague, Milena, recommended that I bring a bag with me that's on wheels, and you may have seen these before. I like to say that they're like grandmother shopping bags because they fold up and the wheels actually will fold flat, so I can put this in my luggage. And this is what we're bringing our tools in, because we have to park downtown in DC, and then carrying heavy things and lunches and all of our provisions for the day, because you don't leave the building. Once you're there, you're there. You're not taking a lunch break and, you know, going to a nice place to eat, of course, looking like this. You don't do that. So let's dive in then to this other bag. But I want to tell you that two really useful things that I've had have been this large size hero clip, which I will link in the description, as well as this clippa, a hook. And these things have been invaluable for me, you know, from using the toilet, because we used porta potties. It's not glamorous, but if I need to hang my construction hat and be able to hang it on the hook in the restroom, as well as my high-vis vest. There is a small hook in the bathroom, but it's really tiny. And so this will actually hook on that hook, and it can hold more things. So it's really been convenient, because I'm wearing overalls. So unfortunately, I'm having to kind of get undressed when I'm using the bathroom. But the issue was I wanted to be able to manage my luggage, so I didn't want to bring 5 or 6 pairs of pants with me and having to constantly do laundry, because you can't really do jeans or work pants in the sink and have them dry quickly. These hooks have been invaluable, and I've been using them every single day. Okay, so another thing that I've had with me, and you've seen this before, is it's a doggy pickup, you know, poo pickup bags. But for us doing the work that we're doing, it's been really great to be able to have plastic bags, and not only to put paintbrushes in, but if you have a wet rag, to be able to put that in, especially if your rag has the glaze that we're using and it's, you know, yucky and dirty. It's nice to be able to put it down inside of plastic, and it works great as a plastic trash bag. So that has been invaluable. Another thing I want to talk about are these bags that I brought with me that are like dirty clothes bags. I'll get to that in a minute. Let's see. I just have tools now in the bottom of this bag, and every morning I pack my lunch in this, and then when we're going from the car to the building, sometimes I add more things to the rolling bag because it's easier to roll it behind you. So in terms of everything I have in here, this is just basically a personal bag, you know, so what I would carry in a purse, plus I have an umbrella, and then just my ID, my personal belongings are in there. And then I did a video earlier today about this, but I always have this little like change purse kind of bag in my pocket, and it has a lip Burt's Bees. It also has some feminine hygiene, and it has hand sanitizer wipes, and I know they're individually wrapped, but we don't have time or the ability to take big packages of anything with us, and I don't have any more pocket space, so I have singles in here, because when we're using a porta potty, nobody wants to be using a porta potty and touching yucky stuff. Thankfully, they do have female only porta potties for those of us who are, there's only one for the women that are working on the job site, so we have that going for us. So let's talk about what I have in this 31 bag. The reason I brought the 31 bag is because it has tons of pockets, and it also folds flat, and it's made out of a canvas material that I can easily launder, you know, or wipe down. Let's talk about what I have in this bag. Now, because we were, you know, we're on site for 8 hours or maybe more, it's important to stay hydrated. So every day I'm taking containers of tea, coffee, water, making sure that I have enough things with me to stay hydrated, and I brought all of those bottles with me. you're working on a filthy job site, when it's time to sit down and have lunch, they don't provide you with nice tables or fine dining. So what I bring with me is a diaper changing pad, because at least I can sit on the clean side. This is obviously the dirty side, and it's a little bit padded, and it just protects you from what you're sitting in, because I can't say that it's not glamorous. It's definitely not. So you have to kind of be prepared and make the best of it. So I have 2 of these dirty laundry style bags, right? It's a cinch, I think it's cinch sack. Okay. What I use these for is when I get on site in the morning, because I don't, even though my sweatshirt jacket has tons of paint on it, I don't want it to be dusty, filthy, and dirty when I put it on in the evening and go home, because I don't want to breathe all of that in. And I mean, we're dirty enough. I don't want one more thing to be filthy and dirty. So I use these stuff sacks to put my things in that I either want protected from dirt, or in this case, this is a nice woolen scarf, and I don't want it to be damaged from paint and glaze and everything we're doing, or dust and dirt, because I want to be able to use this and wear it. So these stuff sacks are just easy to grab out of the bag, stuff your things in it, pull the drawstring, and then it goes back into one of my carrying bags. High-vis vest, painter's tape. We do have to wear booties on our shoes. Then this is very light but very strong. This bag is made by 31. It has multiple pockets on the outside, and then I can squish this basically flat and put it in my suitcase, and I did bring it with me with this idea in mind. Now, Milena was kind enough to remind me to bring something that had wheels, because we were walking such a distance, and we're working on the elevators. We're doing hand-painted wood grain on those elevators, and unfortunately, all the elevators being off, everyone has to use the stairs. So every day we're climbing. I think I had over 20,000 steps yesterday, and along with like 27 flights of stairs. So there you have it. But this is what's making my life easier, is making sure I have everything with me that I need. Making sure that I have my water bottles, and I brought all of that with me. And I have a carry-on suitcase, and then I had 2 other bags, basically two personal item sizes, plus a carry-on suitcase that I checked because I have tools in it, and I couldn't take that on the plane. And not to mention that I just didn't have the room for everything that I needed to bring with me. So I do bring this lunchbox. It does fold down, but it's quite sizable, and it works really well for keeping things cool for a long period of time. I've shown this before in my travel kitchen and my lunchbox stuff. I bring one of these, they're for a headache, but I put ice in it and water and freeze it, and then it keeps my lunch cold throughout the day. I also bring a couple of these stasher bags with me. I like that this has a little carabiner on it. If I wanted to put my celery somewhere and hook it on the outside of my bag so I could have it as a snack later, that would be great. There's a couple of, various sizes. And then I also bring, these are by Sea to Summit. These are portable lunch containers that fold flat. And these are the skinniest ones that I've been able to find anywhere. And it just really is helpful because I can pack them and bring them on a trip like this and be able to pack my lunch every day, because we really have to. There's no other choice. Let's talk about my capsule wardrobe. I'll be really quick about this since I'm wearing this pair of overalls. This is my capsule wardrobe for my work clothes. So in total, I brought 15 items with me on this trip. 15 items of not only work clothes, but also my personal clothing. And I brought 2 pairs of overalls, one white, one dark. These are vintage Sears, which I love. These are Dickies. And again, wearing these because I can wear the overalls multiple times, much differently than if I had just pants to wear. So I have 3 long sleeve tops. I have another white long sleeve top, and then I have one that I'm wearing, and then 2 more that are white, and then I have 1 other black short sleeve top. So that makes up my capsule wardrobe for my work time here. So I hope that this video has been helpful. I'm thrilled that you're here. Thanks so much for being here, and thanks for following in my journey. And if this is something that really has interested you and you enjoy and appreciate what I have to offer here, please click that subscribe button and definitely let me know how much you like this. And so give it a thumbs up, or please leave a comment. That's my very favorite thing. When I have engagement, it really kind of encourages me to continue doing what I'm doing and keep making these videos. That's all for now. Thanks for being here. Talk to you soon. See you in the next one. Bye for now.